Hi guys, my name is Nicholas Exala, and today I wanted to shed some light on some overfishing problems. So overfishing, for those of you who don't know, is basically when commercial fishermen they catch a certain amount of fish too fast for that species of fish to repopulate, which will lead to that species becoming extinct, which is disastrous for our ecosystems. So on to the next slide. I just want to shed some light on some effects that are felt from overfishing. I'll read you guys a couple of these from an infographic from the EPA. So by the year 2050, experts say that world fisheries are expected to collapse. Many people think that this is a future problem, but it's not. We're feeling these effects today. I'll read you guys just one more. So a fifth of fish are caught illegally, ranking in an estimated $50 billion a year. Believe it or not, this is more than some small countries' GDPs. On to the next slide, these are some alternative solutions. Law enforcement and marine sanctuaries. So they're put in place to protect these fish and preventing commercial fishermen from harvesting species of fish that are protected or endangered. Marine sanctuaries, they protect coral reefs, and without these coral reefs, fish would not have a place to stay. This acts as their habitat. So without those coral reefs, they wouldn't be there. An article from the Fish and Wildlife states that they have prevented over 4,000 poaching cases a year. So this is when fishermen catch or harvest fish illegally from national parks, sanctuaries, and reserves. These are just some solutions here. So people that are affected by overfishing, it's those commercial fishermen themselves as well as the people who are throughout the world. So many people don't know, according to an article from the Fish and Fisheries, fishing provides an estimated 260 million jobs a year to people around the world. This is an enormous amount of people, and without this, they wouldn't have a way to provide for their families. It would also be disastrous for our economies throughout the world if people didn't have these jobs. Not to mention the millions of people that would not have any food, especially in countries like China, Vietnam, and Japan. And citizens of these countries rely on on these fish to eat food every day. So on to the next slide, I want to talk about my solution. So basically, it's to have designated ports of entry. So this is basically commercial fishermen will come dock at these designated ports. They have to enter in through here. They'll unload their fish, and this is where the dock managers will record their fish, the amount, make sure that they did not catch over the legal amount. And from right there, my plan was to have the buyer's market right there on the same property as the port of entry. So from here, once the fish goes to the buyer's market facility, this is when the buyers will buy the fish from their fishermen. They'll pay for the fish that they want to buy. And in an article from Zhang Chung from the sixtone.com, China has already begun using something very similar to designated ports for commercial fishermen, and it has already slowed the dropping of the number of fish population numbers. So it's some proof that it works. I believe that this will be an effective solution to the problem of overfishing. It eliminates having an illegal amount of fish being caught and sold to other buyers. That is how population numbers and species lists start to dwindle. Moreover, I believe that having these designated ports, in addition to having the law enforcement personnel protecting the marine sanctuaries, as well as making sure that commercial fishermen do go to these ports, it can be a very effective way to combat the growing problem of overfishing. So this is kind of an overview of how designated ports will help fight overfishing. So as previously stated, these designated ports of entry will be a great way to combat this. So I like to compare this to an entry point for immigrants trying to enter into a country. So these designated ports would be the only way for commercial fishermen to get back to land. And if they try to dock somewhere else to sell their fish, it would be something like someone trying to enter into a country illegally. Moreover, having the buyer's market in the same area as the port will be extremely convenient. It will also prevent fishermen from catching and selling fish over the legal amount. So in conclusion, whether you care about fishing or not, whether you care about the oceans or not, our oceans really, they provide so much for us that we don't even understand. A lot of people don't know the amount that they provide for us. So I believe that this would be a step in the right direction when it comes to saving our oceans and everything that it gives us. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for listening. I hope I shed some more light on overfishing and the effects that it causes. Have a great day.